boys and girls, it's Miss White here. Today we are on lesson 91 and it looks like this. It looks a little different than some of your other worksheets. However, we're going to get started the same way where we're going to practice 1 through 10 some spelling sounds. So make sure that you have your name up at the top and let's get started with the spelling sounds. All right, number 1 is oi. So remember, oi can be made with OI or OY as the final sound. So we're going to write that down. OI, final sound OY. Number 2, we have E. So that can be EE, comma, E, or as a final sound, it can also be EE, comma, Y. Number 3, ch, ch. That's CH, and we're going to write down CH. Number 4, we have U. We make U with U consonant E or a U. U consonant E, comma, U. Number 5, we have V. That's just V, or as a final sound, remember we don't spell words at the end with just V, so it's V-E. Number 6, we have or. That's O-R. Number 7, we have S. We have a lot for S. It's S, comma, C in the beginning sound. As a final sound, it can be S-S, S-E, or C-E. All right, number 8, we have I. So that's I, consonant E, comma, I, or as a final sound, remember, Y. Number 9, we have So that's U, comma, A. Remember when we make that schwa, A, it makes the sound, like in again. And last, number 10, we have K. So that's K, comma, C, or as a final sound, CK, K, K-E, and C. That's the last one. All right, make sure that you have these written down. Pause it if you need to before I move on. All right, we are going to move on to spelling with that oi sound. We know that we can make that oi sound with OI and OY, but how do we know when to use which one? So let's look at a couple of words. We have oil and toy. Both these words make that oi sound, but what do you notice that we use here? We use that OI when it's a beginning sound. And then here we use that OY when it's a final sound, because we don't end words in I typically. Let's look at a couple of others. Let's look if we had this word. We're going to spell enjoy. What would we put there? It's at the end of the word, so we do O-Y. Here, we didn't talk about this yet. We have broil. We also use O-I if it's in the middle. So we would have O-I there too. Let's look at spoiled. Is it in the middle of the word? It is. So we're going to do this. What about if we looked at, see how we have our suffix ed there, but we still have the L. Let's look at the word toyed. And the word toyed, when we box off the suffix, it would be the end of the word. So that would be O-Y. All right. Let's get our worksheet out and practice. Sorry, Miss White lost her eraser, so I'm just using my finger, but works pretty well. All right, let's be sure we don't have any new sight words that I am forgetting to give you. Nope. Okay, let's get our worksheet out. So here it is. Our first word is foil. We know it's foil because it's making that oi sound in the middle. Foil. It's in the middle, right? So on number 11, it would be spoil. O-I. Number 12 is enjoy. We already talked about this one. It's at the end, so that would be O-Y. Number 13 is spoil. We also talked about this word. Since it's in the middle, it would be O-I. And in case you forget, our diphthong O-Y and O-I it tells you O-I is regularly found in the initial and medial or middle position, and O-Y is found in the final or the last position. Number 14, we have joy. We have J and then nothing else at the end, so we know that's going to be O-Y. Number 15, we have boil. Boil. Again, we have the L at the end, so we know that's O-I in the middle. And then number 16, we have broil. Almost looks like the same word, but it's not. All right, looking at those words, can you see what picture over to the side matches that word? Go ahead and draw a line to that one. And make sure that you have all these. I'm going to erase them so we can move on to our next group of words. All right, number 17. What do we have? We have coin. So C, it's in the middle, so it's O-I, coin. Number 18, we have soy. It's at the end of the word we're missing, so it's O-Y. Number 19, we have boy. Again, our oi sound is at the end, so it's O-Y. Number 20 is point. Again, it's in the middle, so it's O-I, point. And number 21 is join. Again, in the middle, so it's that O-I. Number 22, we have toy. T, it's at the end, so we know that's the O-Y. 23, we have soiled. Again, it's in the middle. Even though we have that ed suffix there, we still have that L in between, so that's soiled. All right, make sure you have those down. Now we have a couple pictures. We have a picture of a coin, a boy, and a toy. So make sure you draw a line to the pictures that match those items. And then let's turn around and look at your homework. All right, here it looks like we have a recipe or instructions on how to make some chicken. So you're going to read the instructions and then you're going to answer the questions. So again, make sure you read it a couple times. I know sometimes you get the wrong answer and it's because I think you just maybe need to read back over again. All right, and then down here, just practice these words and I will see you next time.